Hello everybody, my name is Lane Nelson. I'm a product manager here at Oracle. And today we'll be talking about 24A Meter Solution Cloud Services feature overview, and I'll also provide some new metering news for you all. Thanks for coming. On the agenda today we have release strategy, recent enhancements, and metering news. So in terms of release strategy, on the cloud side there's not many changes. We will continue to have 3 cloud releases a year, and those will be labeled 24A, 24B, 24C, same for next year, 25. There are changes on the on-premise side, though I just want to make sure you're aware of. Historically, the on-premise numbers would vary, but now they'll coincide with the release of when they're released, when those coincide with cloud releases. For example, we expect to have a release in 25.1 for an on-premise release, and it'll coincide with the 25.A cloud release. The difference for on-prem is it will have a number and not a letter. So if the next on-premise release would coincide with the 25C release, it would be called 25.3. I hope that helps you. Also, something that should help you is the MDM releases will now coincide with the CCNB releases. So you won't have to keep a cross-reference chart of how does this MDM release relate to the CCNB release numbers. So product updates. Here are the release themes for 24A. One is better performance. We'll talk about improved periodic estimation, improved core capabilities, talk about triggering measurement reprocessing based on an office exchange of a meter, and on less custom integration. This is a small enhancement, but it'll be helpful. We've now exposed the CCNB install and abolish dates on the service point screens within C2M and CCS. Small change, but helpful and requested by several clients. So, as you know, almost every customer uses periodic estimation. Periodic estimation is a process of filling gaps when we have 2 measurements that have a gap between them. So this is one IMD and here's another IMD that came in and we don't have readings between them. Periodic estimation is the batch process that will go out and create a null IMD that will call your estimation rules to fill this gap. So what we've done is this is a very intense process. It's one of our heavier processes that you can imagine. It's reading the measurement table, which for most of you will have billions of measurements. This new process, we will continue to look where we need to find missing measurements, but the queries have been optimized to improve performance when we're looking for measurements. Also, we're breaking up the work units, so IMDs will be committed not in large batches in case there's a failure, you would lose those commits, but they'll be committed at the IMD level. These optimized queries will reduce long run times and resources required. And as IMDs are committed as they complete, this will improve processing speeds. This will ensure that all the work done is not lost if a single error occurs. Now for 24A, customers can optionally use this process. We recommend customers performance test this new tool. In subsequent releases, this new version will become the default process for periodic estimation. Improved measurement processing. So years ago, we added an enhancement that would allow customers to retroactively correct multipliers that were incorrectly set within MDM. And you know, multiplier is very important because you have to use that to calculate consumption for scalar measurements. You know, it's current read minus the previous read times one or more multipliers. Well, if those multipliers are wrong, the billing's wrong and it's a mess. So we provided out-of-the-box functionality to correct those and rebill. This enhancement is based on a customer who sets their multipliers not based on the meter itself, but based on external equipment to the meter. So when they would do what they call an office exchange, they wouldn't physically remove the meter, reinstall it. They would just change the multiplier. And this enhancement allows those changes with no physical device changes to still work with this feature to correct the bad multipliers. So this enhancement will reduce work and obviously will make more accurate consumption and bills, which is very important. Metering news. So on the metering news side, very important, we have new versions of the customer cloud service training in the meter solution cloud service training. So these are brand new. They're on Oracle University and they're more cloud centered. They have more cloud training and they also have a lot of enhancements since the last time we created these. And one important note, please note the CCS training does not include all of the MDM training you would need for most projects. It doesn't include interval data, complex billing, or SGG training. You must take the Meter Solution Cloud Service courses for these topics. Also notice new exam certifications for both of these classes will be published soon, and the Market Settlement Management training is also being refreshed. And these training classes are on Oracle University's website. Best practices, the MDM best practices have recently been updated. Some new additions have been made. You'll want to look in the admin guide chapter 4 for MDM for chapter 4 best practices. And in the Meter Solution Cloud Services overview guide, you can also see performance guidelines. So whenever you have a new project or you're doing an upgrade, please refer to these 2 chapters. Also, please go to Oracle Help Center. There we are publishing a lot of collateral. What's new, release notes, new feature summary, how-to videos, documentation links, maintenance packs. And here's a link to Help Center if you can't find it, but it's pretty easy to find with Google. So thank you for your time.